The Federal Cabinet has approved the 2024 draft budget plan. It contains a few big chunks and very less savings.
After long and difficult negotiations, the draft budget for the year 2024 and the financial planning for the following years were approved in the Cabinet today. In this video, let's see where exactly the traffic light coalition wants to spend money in the upcoming years.
If you are new to this channel, myself Priya, we do make videos all about Germany. Don't forget to subscribe this channel to get regular updates about Germany. If you are ready, come let's get started.
In today's cabinet discussion, the Bundesfinance Minister Christian Lindner, while proposing the budget plan for the upcoming year, he stated, "Wir haben heute einen Haushaltsentwurf beschlossen, der die finanzpolitischen Realitäten anerkennt. Anders als in der Vergangenheit lassen sich unterschiedliche politische Vorstellungen nicht durch den Einsatz von immer mehr Geld überdecken. Deshalb war dieser Entwurf für alle Beteiligten ein großes Stück Arbeit."
This basically translates to today we adopted a draft budget that recognizes physical realities. Unlike in the past, different political ideas cannot be covered up by using more and more money. That's why this design was a big piece of work for everyone involved.
The federal government wants to spend around 445.7 billion euros in the coming year. However, this is around 30 billion euros less than the previous year. When as in previous year, there was a lot of crisis related spending mainly because of the corona pandemic and the energy crisis. In this particular graphic, you can also see how exactly the amount is split between the various sectors.
Before going deep into these sectors, one need to understand the particular term called Schuldenbremse. Based on this particular term, the upcoming year's budget plan has defined. In the recent years, many countries, including Germany, have incurred debt since they needed more money than they earned from taxes and others. They borrowed money from banks and the financial markets. There is a lot of interest to be paid annually on this borrowed money. Over time, the debts of the states have grown so much that a large part of a tax revenue has to be used for this interest alone. The state no longer wants to incur such debts in future. This is the background of the upcoming draft budget proposal.
I am not going to go in deep in every individual sector, but I am going to pick up two main sectors which are mostly interesting for our expat community. One is the work and social affairs and other one is the healthcare sector. Under the work and social affairs, this includes the family allowance, Bürgergeld, Elterngeld and some more small sectors. Let me start with the work and social affairs.
As you could see, almost 172 billion euros is allocated for the year 2024 when compared to the year 2023. So in 2023, they have allocated 166 billion euros. This is almost one third of the entire budget amount is allocated for the Arbeit and social stuff. According to the draft, 127 billion euros in tax money will be made available for the pension insurance alone when compared to the 121 billion of this year 2023.
Next one is Bürgergeld. In English, it's called citizen allowance. In one of our previous video, we explained about the Bürgergeld. Let me give a very short intro about the Bürgergeld. This is basically the replacement of the Hartz IV. It has been introduced in the starting of this year. It's only 6 months old. And starting from July, there are also some updates coming for the Bürgergeld. If you want to know more about the Bürgergeld, watch out our latest video on about the July updates which was made by Priya. Coming to the allocation for the upcoming year for the Bürgergeld, the 24.3 billion euros is going to be foreseen compared to 23.8 billion euros. There is a small increase in the Bürgergeld, which is a citizen allowance.
Coming to the family sector, the biggest item which was removed in the family sector is parental allowance. It's a benefit for the parents of infants and young children. We have already made a video about this parental allowance elimination. If you want, you can check it out in the cards. Anyone who works less or not at all working after the birth of their child receives parental allowance in Germany for up to 14 months. This is intended to provide the financial support to families and single parents and give parents the opportunity to take time for their child.
Some more additional expenditure is also planned for the child allowance, which is the Kinderzuschlag. This Kinderzuschlag is basically allocated to the families who receive very low income. Here the cost will be increased from 1.9 billion euros to an estimated 2.2 billion euros in the upcoming year. There is one more interesting topic which is still not been defined properly, which is called the Kindergrundsicherung. In English, it's called as Basic Child Security. The Cabinet has approved the financial plan up to the year 2027. This also includes the Basic Child Security, which is planned for the year 2025, which is intended to bundle various family benefits. Eligible families with children and young people at risk of poverty must be better supported. This is still in a controversial discussion how much it should cost. Finance Minister Christian Lindner has initially said 2 billion euros in the financial plan for the year 2025 as a placeholder. This particular plan is not yet clearly defined, but soon there will be a detailed discussion on this topic, how much amount and how exactly and which set of people are going to get benefited from the Kindergrundsicherung.
Coming to the healthcare sector, after the end of the acute corona crisis, the budget for the health sector is also shrinking. Last year, it was around 24.4 billion and this year is reduced to 16.2 billion euros. Out of this whole 16.2, 14.5 billion euros of this alone is given to the subsidies for the statutory health insurance, which is public health insurance.
A subsidy of 1 billion euros for the long-term care insurance, which is the Pflegeversicherung, which was introduced in 2022, will no longer be used as a savings contribution. However, the health minister Karl Lauterbach made it clear that there would be no cuts in benefits as a result of the reduction in the budget plan, but benefits still remains the same. If you take a look at your pay slip, you will probably see less net salary starting from the month July 2023 and less money will also arrive in your account.
Because the contribution to long-term care insurance is going to be increased from 3.05% to 3.4%. Many employees will have to contribute more into their social security, which primarily affect the people who don't have children in compared to the families with several children. We have already made a detailed video about this, how this is going to be impact for the families and others. You can also check that video in my card. The points which were discussed till now was basically approved by the cabinet. Now we have to look for the further steps. Now the parliament procedure can begin. There are usually some significant changes. The Bundestag is to adopt the budget in early December. I hope you got some useful information about the German budget plan for the year 2024. If you like this video, please do share this video to your friends. Also subscribe this channel and give a thumbs up for this video. If you have any questions about Germany, please do contact us and also book an appointment with us. The appointment link is given in the description and also in the comment section. I will see you in yet another interesting video. Until bye bye from Vanakkam Germany, Priya.
Bye bye from Vanakkam Germany, Balaji.